Welcome back to Sunny Stocks. Before I start, please take special note. Do not buy or sell shares based on the contents of my video. Please do your own research. Today we will try to value IFCI. IFCI has a market cap of around 15,700 crores. Is it justified? Will the share price increase from here? Let's find out. IFCI is a government-owned entity focused on infrastructure and project financing. Government owns over 72% stake in the company. Last decade was the most painful decade for the company. A very large portion of their legacy loans turned NPAs. IFCI had deep structural problems built over decades. It gave a very low return on equity and wasn't generating consistent profits. IFCI stock has been range bound in the last 1 year. With so many issues and 6 years of making losses in the last 10 years, how does IFCI command a market cap of even 15,700 crores? Let us deep dive. The Indian government approved a 500 crore capital infusion into IFCI in January 2025, aimed at strengthening its financial position and aiding restructuring. The government also plans to consolidate the IFCI group. This will result in merger of IFCI Limited and Stockholding Corporation of India and other group companies of IFCI. The management is now focused on recovering old loans and monetizing assets and cleaning their balance sheet. They are pivoting towards infrastructure advisory. This shift focuses on advisory, evaluation, and project management for state-led infrastructure and green energy initiatives. IFCI reported a consolidated net profit of 34 crores in Q4 2026, and the full year profit was around 435 crores. While the efforts by government and management are commendable, but they still fall short to justify current valuation. Consider the latest year's net profit of 435 crores. The stock is trading at a PE of over 35, which is very high compared to the median PE of around 20 for similar companies. So where does the value come from? The value is derived from IFCI's subsidiary, Stockholding Corporation of India's holding in National Stock Exchange. Stockholding Corporation holds around 4.4% stake in NSE, and IFCI holds around 52.86% stake in Stockholding Corporation. So as you all know, NSE is IPO bound and may hit the public markets in the next 6 to 8 months. Currently, NSE is valued at around 5,08,000 crore. Now 4.4% of this stake is around 22,400 crore, and a 52.8% of the same would be around 11,800 crores. This is what is contributed by Stockholding Corporation's stake in NSE to the IFCI's value. The rest 4,100 crore comes from the inherent value of IFCI's business, which looks fair. The next important question we are trying to answer here is whether there is potential for future growth from the current valuations. The answer to that is yes. The growth in the near term may not come from the performance of IFCI's core business yet, but it will come from the value it derives from this indirect holding in National Stock Exchange. NSE is trading at a PE of 49, and its listed competitor BSE is trading at around 70 PE. We all know NSE is the market leader. It dominates with over 90% market share in the total equity trading volume and is very competitively placed in F&O trading market. Being the market leader post listing, if NSE also gets re-rated and attracts a PE same as that of BSE, which is 70, the market cap would grow to around 7 lakh crore. And if we recalculate the value of IFCI's stake with this market cap, the derived value that will accrue to IFCI would be around 16,300 crore. Add to that the value of core business. If it continues to remain the same, then IFCI can command a market cap of 20,300 crore. An upside potential of over 30% from here on. My target for IFCI is 75 rupees in the next 6 months. This was my analysis of IFCI. Please do your own research before you buy or sell. Thank you and bye bye.